Hi there! A lot of companies are asking us what is the point of converting independent worker into a full-time employee. So normally companies which expand overseas, they use independent contractors, independent sales reps, which sell their products on that particular market. Okay? Companies which have shortage of skills, they employ people abroad. All right? So they work with freelancers, which they can hire directly, or they can hire through platforms or websites like freelancer.com or upwork.com. And now I want to speak with you why you need to convert freelancers into full-time employees. So the main benefit of converting your freelancers into full-time employees is they become focused on your company. You cannot force them actually to work 100% of the time on your company. You cannot force them. Even it's legally impossible. So these people, they can easily work for someone else and even for your competition, which you don't want, obviously. All right? By converting them into full-time employees, you receive a person which is focused on your company, which is focused on your company product or service, and you can have staff planning as well. So you can plan your staff, how your staff with some skills would work on some projects. Because if you work with a freelancer, you don't know his plans. I mean, after your project is finished, he may leave your company for some other project, but obviously you want to retain that person. So international PO or global employer of record service, what does it give you? It gives you focused personnel, engaged personnel, and you cover your retention. So what I mean, you attract the best people on the market. If, for example, your competition doesn't have legal entities on that market, and you don't have a legal entity on that market as well, but you use international PO service, meaning you can offer your freelancers on that market, you can offer them full-time employment. So your offer becomes more valuable for them because first of all, they are employed. Second, they can receive all the benefits which you can provide to them, which is impossible if he's still working as a freelancer. All right? Plus, the other thing is that you can be assured of your IP rights. So with the employment contract in place with that individual, you can be sure that your IP rights are covered. Because imagine that if he is not employed by you, you shared with him some IP rights. At the same time, he may be working for some other company, even for your competition. And he may use your IP rights in the work he would do for other companies, even unintentionally, all right, even unintentionally. But if you have a contract in place and he works solely for your company, you know it 100% that he's focused on you and your IP rights are covered. The first thing you would want to employ a contractor or freelancer into a full-time employee, even for short-term projects, is compliance, all right? Misclassification risks are very high risks right now in the Western world. Local authorities are after the companies and the fines are really big right now. Second, you would want to transfer his compensation somehow. And how would you transfer his compensation to that remote country? The only compliant way to send him the money is actually to employ him and compensate him through the employment solution as global employer of record solution.